Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for being here. So on today's video, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing a unisex way of wearing a wolf cut. This can be seen as male, female, non-binary, gender fluid, but all in all, haircuts are unisex. We can wear them long, we can wear them short. This is just going to be a way to show you how I'm using my method in cutting a wolf cut, and you can use it for wearing it any way you want. So I've had a lot of requests on this channel for curly hair. This can be worn curly, it can be worn straight, it can be worn textured, it can be worn wavy, it can be worn messy, it can be worn poker straight. But this is just a way to show you how the most requested haircut of the past 4 years is taking shape and everybody is wearing it. So first, I'm going to get into the sectioning. So when we're looking at sectioning the wolf cut is basically an old school shag haircut. We're looking for texture, we're looking for movement, and we're looking at differentiating the front from the back. And there's just a really simple sectioning pattern for this haircut that you guys are going to absolutely love. So what we're going to do is we're going to split the hair into 4 sections, which is a hot cross bun or just into an X on the top of the head. So the first section, what we're going to do is we're going to split the front from the back. And you can see here, we're just going to take it from the top of the ear all the way across to the top of the ear. What that will bring us is we're going to work through there. It's going to give us this section and this section separately. And when it comes to both sections, we're just going to split them straight down the middle, giving us a cross on top of the head. That is going to be the high point of the head. So this is going to be the simplest way you've ever seen to cut a wolf cut, shag cut, and even when you manipulate it slightly, the hotly requested butterfly haircut. So the reason I'm working on a male mannequin today is because I want to show you, I've done so many wolf cuts on female mannequins that I'm going to show you how it looks on a male mannequin and how you can just use the same sectioning pattern as I have on a female mannequin, move it over to a male mannequin, and then get a great result. So that's the mannequin all wet down, and what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put the sectioning pattern in. But this is going to be a really simple way to show you how to cut a wolf cut no matter what type of hair you've got. If you've got long hair, shorter hair, you can see on this mannequin we've already got a little bit of sort of shortness around the face. That's just how these male mannequins are sort of put together, because they don't expect the guys to have loads and loads of length like the female mannequins. But it works really well, because when you've got guys coming into the salon, or if you're a guy and you're thinking of going for something a little bit different, you might not necessarily have really long hair. You might be really fed up with like where your medium hair is sitting and you want something a little bit fresher. So this is why this haircut is going to be so good, because it's so versatile when it comes to how you're going to wear it, how you're going to style it. So you can see section pattern wise, I'm going to put my comb on the top of the head and we're going to find that high point. And we're going to draw down either side of the head, and it takes you to just behind the ear. That gives us perfect balance when it comes to creating these haircuts. And again, we'll come this side, we'll work from that point through, hits the top of the ear. Let's just straighten it up a little bit. And you can see the section in there goes from the high point of the head, comes down and just hits the top of the ear. Exactly the same on both sides. Then when it comes to the top, we want to find a central guide and be coming down to the nose, and that gives us that central point. And then we want to follow that down straight through the back to the middle of the nape, like so. That's giving us 4 sections. 1, 2, 3, 4. So as long as the hair is nice and wet, the hair should stay out of the way. As soon as it starts to dry, you'll have those partings sort of merged together. So the best way to make sure and maintain you're going to get this great haircut and not really have to use any clips, which is also what makes it super quick, is to keep a nice sort of amount of water in the hair. To get our sectioning pattern and our front guide, what we want to do is we want to take a little triangle from either side of that section. I always think wolf cuts look great when we're working sort of like bridge of the nose or the tip of the nose, because it gives us enough hair to be able to move either side fringe, full fringe, bangs. It just gives you that perfect sort of density and weight and length of fringe that it's just so versatile, which is why this haircut has moved from females having it to males having it to literally everybody having it. So we're going to pull that down, and I'm going to rest my finger on the bridge of the nose. Bridge of the nose is that piece just there. So what I'm going to do is my fingers are resting in the bridge of the nose, and I'm just going to point cut into there, so it gives us a nice soft line. Then how we're going to start our sectioning pattern and creating layers within the hair and shape is that piece there. Either side of that central parting on top is going to become our guide. We're going to be using a 45-degree angle. We're going to be picking up that first section of hair that we took and using our fingers create a 45-degree angle just there. There is the first piece of hair that we cut, which sits on the bridge of the nose, and then we just point cut up into there, and it gives you that beautiful jagged lived in textured layer. So now that first section is put in, what we want to be doing, we want to be elevating all of this hair up into that middle, because what's that doing? Once we're elevating and over directing, it's maintaining length throughout the perimeter. That's going to maintain the length, so you won't have to worry about all that length being cut off, because it's being dragged up to the top. We're going to maintain that length. So let's start with the first section. I'm going to come through there. I'm picking up that guide that we just cut. I'm going to find that 45-degree angle and my guide, and then just cut through there. So I'll show you on this side how the hair elevates and over directs up, so you can see it moving into that middle. And then on this side, I'll show you the angle that we're going to cut it for. Nice clean sections, pushing it up to that middle, finding our guide, making sure we're working over the central, and then just tidy up like that. Again, next section, take that hair up into the middle again. And when I was talking about the length, making sure that we maintain the length, what you'll see in a minute is when I drag this up or pull it up, it won't really reach. And that's a good sign, because we're not going to be affecting the length. We're going to maintain the length. So you'll see on this section here, we'll push this up and we're going to have a little bit of hair to cut, making sure we're coming over that middle, like so. Let's take this section now and stretch it right up to that top. But what you'll see is it doesn't reach. There's a tiny bit of that front, but nothing really at all. So then what you're now going to see is that shape here tail off round here. So you can see that shape through there. That's what's going to give us that really nice textured lived in wolf cut shag haircut. So I'm going to work through here now so you can see how I'm cutting the hair. Again, I'm going to take that middle section that we cut first, and then we're going to come through here. We're going to pull up over that middle. We're going to find that 45-degree angle through there. So where my fingers are is where my guide is, and we're just creating that lived-in texture. Section through, over direct and elevate. Elevation creates softness also. So when we're elevating hair, it's creating softness. So anything over 90 degrees is considered a layer. Anything below is graduation. So when we're working above 90 degrees, anything above it is softer. Anything below is going to be a harder line, a harder sort of graduation shape. So that's pulled up to the middle, making sure that's over the nose. We find the angle. And then again, you can see how quickly this haircut is. So I'm just going to bring all of that up this time, because I know it's not going to reach all that bottom. So I know I'm only going to be cutting a little bit of this section. There we go, making sure over that middle, find the angle, and then just tidy up. And then again, what you'll see is we've got that really nice wolf cut shag shape there. Let's bring all that forward. And you can see how that's making a fuller fringe, bangs, butterfly bangs. If we were to just dress that out a little bit like this, bring it up into that middle, we've got those butterfly bangs that everybody's craving at the minute as well. If we wanted to just wear it that sort of like fullness at the front, but if we just brush it forward, we'll create that fuller sort of shape, density through there, and it's just such a versatile fringe. So where we're going to find our guide for this back, what we're going to do is we're going to take an inch section from that front and comb it back into this back section, because then when we're looking at where we're going to cut from, that's going to be our guide. So when we work this back section, bringing in our guide from the front, what you'll see is we've got that short piece there. See there? We want to follow that angle with our fingers and basically cut up like so. And again, we're going to be maintaining that length at the bottom. So when we bring it up, we're literally taking off dust, and that's it. Because the way that Shag's wolf cuts and everything work is it's a lot of sort of heavy layers on top. And that's what we're achieving today. So now, section down, and then we are bringing up, elevating and over directing to the middle, like we did on the front sections. I'll show you on this side how we're bringing it towards me, and then from the back, where the hair is traveling to. So on this side, you can see, again, still point cutting, and I know if I bring this up, it's not even going to reach through there. There's nothing to cut off. So again, we follow that through there. And this is the beauty of this haircut. It's so quick and easy to create a bang on trend hairstyle. This is why everybody is wanting it right now. And then when we come to here, because of the length of the mannequin, if your client had lots and lots of hair, or if you've got lots of hair and you're having this haircut, you're probably taking more than I am off at the minute. But see that? That's nothing. So then none of that's going to reach there. So we're basically finished that side of the haircut. I showed you pulling it up. Now I'm going to show you how we section it down and then where we take it to. So again, like I was using my sort of scissors to see where the sort of nose was to make sure we got through there. That's what we're doing. We're pushing up to that middle, making sure we're in the middle. And you can use a mirror, you can use a friend, you can use your assistant in the salon as a good training technique. But we're going to push that. Again, making sure that's in the middle. And then, does this reach? Probably not. There's literally dust. So you see there, and you see how that's coming straight up to meet. And that's the haircut done, guys. That haircut is done. So I'm just going to work a little bit of product in, a little bit of sort of like sea salt spray, that sort of thing. And then we're going to get it blow dry, but I'm going to use a diffuser just to encourage that texture in the hair. For all you curly haired lovers out there who have been wanting to see a wolf cut with curly hair, this is the one for you. So guys, that is the finished result. I'd love to know what you think in the comments down below. What do you think of a really easy way to cut a wolf cut that will literally suit literally anybody? Literally. So it's a very simple technique, one that I've used on my videos in the past, but I wanted to show you it broken down a bit easier, salon floor ready, because there was no clips involved, making sure the hair was of good sort of wetness, dampness, because you could just keep the hair parted, super simple and easy, and then we're just taking your sections through, take it to your point, cut it, and then this is it diffused, because there's so many comments on my channel of wanting to see a curly haired version. So this could literally be cub cut, wolfette, but a curly version. So yeah, let me know in the comments down below what you think about the video. If you are new, hit the subscribe button, don't forget to thumbs up, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video.